Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Listen, I think that it's safe to say that this market is very turbulent right now, but one thing to really focus on is the growth and what some of these players like Hedera are really becoming. I have seen it time and time again, right? I've seen the comments, I've seen the post about it, the FUD regarding, things happening around Hedera, around this space, and around a few other altcoins. But every single time that I see that, what happens? The opposite. Go back to November of 2022. When I was telling you guys that, listen, this market is extremely bearish right now. The echo chamber of the space is about to, burn down. Everything's going down. Everything is going to crash and burn, blah, blah, blah. And guess what happened? From November to now, we have seen Bitcoin do tremendously well. We have seen the entire market erupt. And I'm talking about November of 2022, not just November of this year, because I know that November from this year, even to now, we've seen some pretty big moves. But no, in the whole year so far, we have seen some of the space look night and day. And a lot of what we have seen as well is some of these projects like Hedera grow even bigger. And that's what we've been seeing. Partnership after partnership, the network growing. I mean, things have been very exciting. And talking about that, check out this post from Hbar Tata over on X. Huge increase in Hedera new accounts. You know what's funny about this? I just noted the macro accounts and how we are well over 1 million plus active accounts, and we almost seen like 3 million created accounts this year. Well, check this out. Over 30,000 new accounts created on Hedera in the last 24 hours. Over 314,000 new accounts were created in the last 30 days. Account creation seems to be from a variety of use cases as well. Guys, this is what we want to see during a bear market. And I know that it hasn't seemed like a bear market recently, but when we start to see a lot of these coins like Hbar really picking up some pace and breaking out, you are going to wish that you focused on the growth rather than how the price wasn't, moving. Because again, now is the best time to be focused on these projects when they are still, just going sideways, they're ranging. Again, when we look at Hbar, we've started to see some nice price action. I'm still looking for us to breaking over that 9-cent zone from earlier this year. But I have been looking at Hbar and I'm just saying like, wow, this thing is extremely undervalued, especially with all of the recent announcements. And talking about the recent announcements, yeah, like at COP28, the Hbar Foundation probably announced like 3 or 4 or 5 major partnerships. It's insane. This one with Hyphen AG. Now, for those that don't know about Hyphen AG, this is a smaller company, right? They're not like a massive company or anything like that. But I do think that these are some of the companies that we will look back on, in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and say, wow, I seen them when they were just a smaller company. But all of what we are seeing with Hedera and some of these companies like Hyphen, what they're doing is building out the future of energy, the future of, sustainability and things like that. And although a lot of people say like, oh, this means nothing, this is, nothing, they want to write it off. Listen, carbon markets and carbon credits and things like that are going to be huge, especially as we do see mandatory requirements put on a lot of these enterprises and these companies. I keep saying that because people don't realize that the government wants to put mandatory restrictions on a lot of these enterprises. They want to also have a look into what they are doing with carbon markets, reporting, things like that. And with Hedera Guardian, it allows any enterprise, any company, any major player to tap into the Hedera Guardian and really access all of that information in a very, very easy way that's 100% transparent. It's accurate data. It's crucial. And we actually see here with Hyphen, they're joining the Hedera Guardian ecosystem to help scale the carbon markets in Indonesia through improved digital measurement, reporting, and verification. Through this integration, Hyphen is developing new Guardian methodologies to enhance the process of validating the value of carbon credits through improved methods of greenhouse gas monitoring. This will enable higher quality, fully transparent carbon credits that scale. These new DMRV methods monitor the exchange of GHGs between terrestrial surface and the atmosphere fluxes using scientific instrumentation and IoT devices that measure changing concentrations of atmospheric GHGs to support DMRV data in near real time. This data logged on Hedera and following the Interwork Alliance framework will then go through AI and ML modeling. This is artificial intelligence and machine learning for anyone that didn't know that. Hedera enables a full audit trail for the data being fed to the AI and therefore the final output that will be used for the valuation of the carbon credits. And you know what's funny about this? AI. So I just said this talking about Casper actually. AI and blockchain converging is going to reshape the entire world as we know it. And we're starting to see that with a lot of these partnerships. Although they might be small partnerships, they will grow and blossom into much larger partnerships than you even think about, right? And it's going to be a lot shorter of a time frame as well. I know that I said like we're going to look back at, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but it's because, listen, initially speaking, when we look at some of these partnerships, hell, in 5 years, in a year, things can change fast. Hedera enables a full audit trail for the data being fed to the AI, and therefore the final output, sorry, did not mean to click that, and that will be used for the valuation of the carbon credits. To begin, Hyphen will develop 2 pilots in Indonesia within the framework currently laid out by the government of Indonesia as part of their collaboration with the WMO, with the anticipation of rolling out national GHG monitoring networks in the future. Again, this is governmental use. This is huge for Hedera, and it's huge for the space because we are starting to see blockchain, Hashgraph, DLT, all of it tapped in heavily. Also, another big announcement as well. We're excited to announce that Fresh Supply CO AU FSCO has integrated the Hedera token service into Continuity API, enabling organizations to embed the conditional minting of tokens, both fungible and non-fungible, throughout the supply chain. Again, the supply chain is another one being tapped in heavily here with Hedera. Their financial grade continuity API migrated from the now discontinued private MasterCard Providence blockchain to Hedera, facilitates any use case requiring event-based payment automation, particularly across the supply chain. By integrating with the HTS, the API now facilitates the conditional minting of tokens, fungible and non-fungible, within commercial workflows, ranging invoices and debts. This enables greater transparency and verifiability of payment transactions across the whole value chain. This in turn empowers financial institutions to make data-driven credit decisions, increasing lending confidence and broadening trade financing opportunities for consumers. Following Hedera's connection to MasterCard earlier this year via Continuity API, we look forward to upcoming connectivity with MasterCard Payment Gateway Services and future MasterCard Web3 products. Again, a huge game changer as well, tapping into a MasterCard private network essentially. This is huge. Imagine how many other players are going to partner with Hedera for this as well. Again, the domino effects here are very interesting. They're very interesting. And I love to see how big Hedera has become. I don't even know how many partnerships they have at this point, but there's like a new partner every single day. It's insane. And also, we just talked about Arcix Exchange, for an example, tokenizing investment into Aberdeen's multi-billion-dollar money market fund with Hedera. I think we just talked about this like yesterday. Well, guess what? Today, we've seen Arcix announce that they are expanding on their partnership with Hedera. We do see we're excited to announce that Arcix Exchange, the FCA regulated institutional grade digital asset exchange, has announced HBAR staking for its clients, as well as a further integration of its services into the Hedera token service for a real world asset tokenization. This follows the news earlier this year that Hedera Governing Council member and the largest external shareholder of Arcix, Aberdeen, had begun the tokenization of its flagship multi-billion-dollar money market fund on Hedera via Arcix. Speaking on the development, Graham Rodford, CEO and co-founder of Arcix, commented, as an FCA registered digital asset exchange broker and custodian, it is vital that we use credible technologies. Hedera's technology and ESG credentials are excellent, and we are pleased to have integrated support for their network and look forward to working together on other new tokenization projects. Additionally, Aberdeen, who sit on the Hedera Governing Council, is the largest external shareholder in Arcix, which further strengthens the partnership. And guys, this year has been insane. We even see this year, one thing has become clear: the institutional adoption of Web3 is happening on Hedera. Very exciting stuff. And also, my media company actually delved into this as well. Arcix just expanded on their partnership with the Hbar Foundation. Let's dive into how significant this is. Arcix and the Hbar Foundation have extended their partnership to focus on Hbar staking and real-world asset tokenization. Arcix, an institutional-grade crypto and digital asset custody service, has integrated support for Hedera Network and the Hedera token service into its offerings. This collaboration allows clients holding Hbar with Arcix to earn yield through staking. Arcix's tokenization engine supporting the Hedera Network has been used to tokenize interest in the Aberdeen multi-billion-dollar money market fund. Graham Rodford, he actually highlighted the importance. We already talked a little bit about this, but also Shane Higdon, the CEO of Hbar Foundation, emphasized Hedera's suitability for institutional-grade tokenization, catering to the needs of enterprises and large financial institutions globally. The partnership seeks to establish Hedera as the preferred choice for institutional-grade tokenization, and we see even Dwight Van Diem, managing partner at BCW Group, expressed excitement about facilitating staking wallet services for the Hbar with Arcix, enhancing accessibility to staking within the Hedera ecosystem. This is another big move for Hedera and solidifies them being at the forefront of tokenized assets. The value of tokenized illiquid assets is projected to be a $16 trillion opportunity by 2030. The moves Hedera has been making will ultimately allow them to conquer a significant piece of that pie. And you know what's crazy about this? When we look at Arcix, and specifically we look at the About section and we look at the partnerships under Arcix, it's insane. So first off, you could see up here, like some of the major players here, like from HSBC, from the London Stock Exchange Group, the Royal Bank of Canada, for an example. Like, these are the advisors at Arcix. And when we look at the investors, we could see all of the major ones, for an example. But beyond that, look at the companies that are tokenizers on the exchange. Securitize, Securrency, Talium Assets, Polymath, these are giants. In fact, Securrency, for an example. Guys, the DTCC just recently closed a deal to buy Securrency amid traditional finance crypto integrations. This was on December 11th. Why is this big? Because the DTCC settles $2.4 quadrillion worth of securities per year. And they want to tokenize securities as well. And they're actually a major player under Arcix. We could also see the technology partners here as well. Guys, even Medico's here, which is a Ripple partner, or a Ripple acquired company, sorry. And then you have Algorand as well. I mean, the connections here are so huge. And beyond that, right, tokenization. It's projected to be a $100 trillion trend, which is insane. But it is crucial to note how big tokenization is becoming. Also, institutions to allocate 5.6% to tokenized assets by 2026. That's how fast this market is projected to grow. And we know tokenized assets on Hedera, it's always been a game changer. We've been talking about this since 2021, and all of the players tapped in. Tokenization on Hedera is an absolute game changer. And we even see here tokenized securities. They change the way ownership and value exchange is defined. And this is why I say the DTCC buying Securrency being a major player under Arcix, I don't know, things could get very interesting very, very fast here, because it seems as though Arcix is very bullish on Hedera, so bullish that they have been expanding their Hedera partnership beyond the initial announcement. So very, very exciting stuff. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.